African savanna is a vivid portrait of life at its most resilient and unforgiving. Beneath the blazing sun, across vast landscapes of golden grasslands and scattered thorny shrubs, every creature is engaged in its own struggle for survival. Herbivores such as antelopes, elephants, and African buffalo have evolved to move in large herds, forming powerful alliances that help protect them from predators. Their endurance and keen senses serve as vital defenses against the watchful eyes lurking in the shadows. In contrast, predators such as lions, leopards, and hyenas rely on strength, teamwork, and remarkable coordination during the hunt. This harsh ecosystem operates according to an uncompromising law of nature, where every species must continually adapt and evolve to survive the challenges of an ever-changing environment. The ground cracks beneath the relentless heat. Rivers shrink, vegetation withers, and food becomes scarce. Vast herds of grazing animals embark on long and perilous journeys in search of water and fresh pasture. The oppressive temperatures can even ignite devastating wildfires, sweeping across the landscape and forcing wildlife into an even more desperate battle for survival. Yet within these harsh conditions, the extraordinary resilience of Africa's animals is revealed once again. Their ability to endure and adapt creates a spectacle found nowhere else on Earth, a wilderness drama played out across the immense African plains. Then comes the rainy season, bringing life back to the savanna. Annual rainfall, typically ranging from 500 to 1,000 millimeters, transforms the landscape into a vibrant sea of green. Fresh grasses blanket the plains, providing abundant nourishment for countless herbivores. Wildebeest, zebras, and elephants gather in great numbers, peacefully grazing across the endless grasslands. For a brief moment, the savanna appears calm and prosperous, overflowing with life and renewal. Today, we begin an extraordinary journey into the heart of the African savanna. Here we will follow the daily struggle of wild animals as they confront searing heat, fierce competition, and the relentless challenges imposed by nature itself. Among the most formidable inhabitants of this landscape are the lions, predators that have evolved into nature's ultimate hunters. Every step they take reflects power, confidence, and authority befitting the rulers of the savanna. Lions are unique among the world's big cats because they live in social groups known as prides. While most large felines lead solitary lives, lions form family units that typically consist of 10 to 15 individuals, though some prides can exceed 30 members. This social structure not only increases their strength, but also allows them to execute highly coordinated hunting strategies, greatly improving their chances of success. Working together, they can pursue prey far larger and stronger than any individual lion could tackle alone. Adult lions can weigh between 150 and 250 kilograms, displaying immense physical power through their muscular bodies and impressive build. The combination of size, strength, and agility enables them to deliver explosive bursts of speed and precision, whether pursuing prey or asserting their dominance across the savanna. In the African wilderness, few animals command greater respect. The lion remains one of nature's most iconic symbols of power, perfectly adapted to life at the top of the food chain. Although smaller than males, lionesses, weighing between 120 and 180 kilograms, possess remarkable strength and play a vital role in the pride's cooperative hunts. The magnificent mane of a male lion is one of the most iconic features of the African savanna. It serves an important function in both survival and social status. Mane color can range from pale blonde to deep black, with darker manes often signaling greater strength, maturity, and attractiveness. More than a symbol of power, the mane plays a decisive role in territorial disputes and breeding success. Males with thick, dark manes are often perceived as stronger and more dominant, reinforcing their status within the pride. Together, these traits create a vivid display of power and hierarchy in the natural world. The presence of a lion on the open plains is a striking reminder of nature's raw strength. Its flowing mane resembles a regal crown, projecting authority while serving a practical purpose. The dense hair helps protect the neck and head from dangerous bites and injuries during fierce confrontations with rivals. Yet this impressive feature comes at a cost. A thick mane can increase body temperature, forcing males to carefully regulate heat in the harsh environment of the African savanna. Lions endure the relentless heat of the plains with remarkable resilience. Colored like the golden glow of sunset, provide excellent camouflage against the surrounding grasslands. Sharp eyes, gleaming like polished gemstones, allow them to detect movement with extraordinary precision. Even the black tuft at the end of the tail serves a purpose, acting as an important visual signal that helps maintain communication among pride members. During dramatic hunts, lionesses become the pride's fearless warriors. They lead the pursuit through carefully coordinated strategies, working together with remarkable efficiency. By surrounding their prey from multiple directions, they dramatically increase their chances of success, achieving hunting success rates that can reach nearly 30%. When confronting massive prey, such as African buffalo, which can weigh as much as 900 kilograms, lions demonstrate the extraordinary power and dominance that place them among the savanna's most formidable predators. These encounters are more than simple struggles for survival. They are powerful demonstrations of life and death, played out on one of nature's grandest stages. feast begins at the very site of the kill. Male lions are usually the first to feed, despite often taking little or no direct part in the hunt itself. A single lion can consume as much as 30 kilograms of meat in one meal. Yet, within the pride, access to food follows a strict hierarchy, and lionesses and cubs are often forced to yield to the larger, more dominant males. In this unforgiving world, survival is shaped not only by strength, but also by social order. Lions are not merely apex predators, they are also masters of communication and social organization. Their powerful roar serves far more than a simple warning to rivals. Capable of carrying across distances of up to 8 kilometers, it allows pride members to remain in contact across vast territories. Research has shown that a lion's roar is not only a display of strength, but also an important tool for reinforcing social bonds. Gestures such as head rubbing and mutual grooming allow lions to express affection, strengthen relationships, and maintain harmony within the pride. Through this rich system of communication, lions preserve the cohesion of their social groups and continue to thrive in the demanding environment of the African savanna. The thunderous roar of a lion is more than a symbol of supreme authority. It is one of the most iconic sounds of the natural world. Echoing across the plains and fading into the distant horizon, it announces the presence of one of Africa's most formidable predators. For lions with magnificent dark manes, these vocal displays become an essential part of life within the pride. During the breeding season, males frequently demonstrate their strength and status through roaring contests and territorial displays. Their calls, capable of traveling up to 8 kilometers, serve multiple purposes. They warn potential rivals, mark territorial boundaries, and help protect the pride from threats lurking beyond the horizon. Yet these behaviors represent more than simple demonstrations of power. They also reinforce the bonds that unite pride members, helping to maintain the stability of one of nature's most sophisticated social structures. On the African savanna, every action performed by a lion reflects resilience, determination, and an unwavering instinct to survive. From the hunt to the feast, from territorial defense to family bonds, lions embody the delicate balance between power and cooperation that defines life in the wild. In a landscape shaped by constant challenges, their presence remains a lasting symbol of endurance, dominance, and the remarkable complexity of the natural world. As the sun sinks below the horizon and darkness settles across the savanna, the lion pride prepares for another major hunt. But within the silence of the night, another predator is already on the move. The leopard. Unlike lions, leopards are masters of solitude, possessing extraordinary patience and an almost supernatural ability to disappear into their surroundings. They turn darkness into an ally. Remaining motionless for long periods, they watch, and wait for the perfect moment to deliver a deadly strike. For the leopard, solitude is not merely a lifestyle. It is a source of strength. Patience, stealth, and explosive speed combine to make it one of the most formidable predators on the African plains. Elegant and mysterious, the leopard traces its origins to ancient ancestors that once roamed across Asia millions of years ago. Over time, these remarkable cats spread into new territories, evolving to thrive in a wide range of habitats, from the dry savannas of Africa to dense tropical forests. With a body length ranging from 1.2 to 1.9 meters and a long tail that provides exceptional balance, the leopard has become one of nature's most accomplished hunters. Its combination of power, beauty, and agility transforms every hunt into more than a struggle for survival. It becomes a breathtaking performance within nature's grand symphony. As dawn breaks across the African savanna, lions announce their presence with thunderous roars that echo across the landscape. The leopard chooses a different approach. Silent and unseen, it moves like a shadow through the grasslands, relying on secrecy rather than intimidation. Each predator possesses its own strengths and strategies, contributing to the complex and ever-changing tapestry of life on the African plains. Life and death are forever intertwined in nature's endless dance. Standing up to 110 centimeters at the shoulder, the leopard presents the image of a graceful yet immensely powerful predator. Adults typically weigh between 50 and 90 kilograms, with males generally larger than females. One of the leopard's most distinctive features is its magnificent coat. Its coloration ranges from rich brown to pale yellow or golden orange, adorned with striking black rosettes. Unlike the solid spots found on jaguars and some other big cats, the leopard's rosettes are formed by dark rings surrounding a lighter center. This unique pattern provides exceptional camouflage, allowing the animal to blend seamlessly into the dappled light and shadows of the savanna. Whether concealed among tall grasses, shrubs, or scattered trees, the leopard can remain virtually invisible until the moment it chooses to strike. This remarkable camouflage is a crucial element of its hunting strategy, enabling the leopard to approach unsuspecting prey with extraordinary stealth. By the time its target becomes aware of the danger, it is often already too late. In a world where survival depends upon patience, precision, and perfect timing, few predators are better adapted to the art of ambush than the leopard. Every leopard carries a unique pattern of rosettes, much like a human fingerprint. No two individuals are exactly alike. These distinctive markings not only allow researchers to identify individual animals, but also reflect the remarkable genetic diversity of the species. Once a target has been selected, the leopard launches its attack with astonishing speed. Over short distances, it can reach speeds of up to 58 kilometers per hour, attempting to bring down its prey before it has a chance to react. Because this burst of speed cannot be maintained for long, leopards rely heavily on stealth. They approach their prey as closely as possible before initiating the final attack, ensuring that every movement counts. The leopard's diet is remarkably diverse. It includes small antelope species, weighing between 20 and 30 kilograms, as well as larger prey, such as impalas, which can weigh between 40 and 60 kilograms. They are equally willing to hunt smaller animals, including hares, birds, and occasionally rodents. This dietary flexibility allows leopards to adapt successfully to the often harsh conditions of the savanna, where food availability can change dramatically throughout the year. The leopard's eyes are among its most effective hunting tools, especially under low-light conditions. Typically golden or green in color, they provide exceptional vision during dawn, dusk, and nighttime hours. Their highly developed eyesight enables them to detect subtle movements in near darkness, making them extraordinarily efficient nocturnal predators. Every feature of the leopard's body appears perfectly shaped by evolution for a specific purpose. Together, these adaptations reinforce its position as one of the most accomplished hunters in the wild. Studies have shown that a leopard may control a territory ranging from 15 to 78 square kilometers, depending on habitat conditions and prey availability. Maintaining these territories becomes particularly important during the breeding season, when females leave scent markers to attract potential mates. Research conducted in South Africa suggests that an adult male leopard may mark its territory between 50 and 70 times each day. These scent markings serve multiple purposes, helping to defend territory, avoid unnecessary conflicts, and facilitate communication between individuals. The leopard's vocalizations can travel distances of up to 2 kilometers, allowing effective communication even in dense vegetation where visibility is limited. Alongside scent marking, vocal calls form part of a sophisticated communication system that helps leopards maintain territories and interact with one another across vast landscapes. The reproductive success of leopards remains relatively stable, with many adult females producing litters throughout their lives. Yet, survival for young cubs is far from guaranteed. Only a small number from each litter will ultimately reach adulthood, a reflection of the intense competition and constant dangers that define life on the African savanna. Predators, rival leopards, disease, and environmental challenges all contribute to high mortality rates among the young. From their earliest days, survival demands vigilance, adaptability, and resilience. The leopard's extraordinary ability to avoid danger is one of the keys to its success. Through stealth, intelligence, and remarkable adaptability, it continues to thrive in some of the world's most challenging environments. Silent, elusive, and endlessly patient, the leopard remains one of Africa's most captivating predators, a master of survival perfectly adapted to life in the wild. Meanwhile, the cheetah stands among the most agile predators on the African savanna. Renowned for its extraordinary speed, it relies on quick reflexes and remarkable athleticism to secure its meals. To maximize its chances of success, the cheetah primarily targets medium-sized antelope species, such as Thompson's gazelles and Grant's gazelles. Unlike lions, cheetahs are largely solitary animals. Females typically live alone or remain with their cubs until the young are old enough to fend for themselves. Males, however, may live independently or form small groups known as coalitions, usually consisting of 2 or 3 closely related brothers. These coalitions provide significant advantages. Working together, male cheetahs are better able to defend territories, support one another during confrontations, and respond to threats from rival predators. The bonds within these groups are maintained through social behaviors such as rubbing against one another, grooming, and vocal communication. These interactions strengthen relationships and help preserve cooperation among coalition members. Female cheetahs often occupy remarkably large home ranges, sometimes extending across hundreds or even thousands of square kilometers. Male territories are generally smaller and more concentrated, particularly in areas where prey is abundant. Territories are marked using a variety of methods, including scent marking, scratching trees, depositing droppings, and rubbing against shrubs or rocks. These signals communicate valuable information about identity, sex, reproductive status, and social standing, while also warning other cheetahs that a territory is already occupied. A cheetah's territory is far from static. It can expand or contract in response to seasonal changes, particularly during periods when prey animals migrate across the landscape. As food resources shift, cheetahs must constantly adjust their movements to maintain access to hunting opportunities. As the sun begins to sink over the African plains, the stillness of the savanna is broken by the silent footsteps of a cheetah. Built for speed and precision, the world's fastest land mammal glides effortlessly through the tall grass. Every movement is calculated, every step deliberate. Hidden among the golden vegetation, it searches for elegant wildebeest grazing in the fading light. These wildebeest are far from easy targets. Graceful and alert, they possess exceptional speed and agility of their own. They are among nature's finest runners, capable of explosive bursts of acceleration that can carry them away from danger in an instant. What follows is one of the savanna's most dramatic spectacles. Predator and prey. Speed against speed. Precision against instinct. Across the vast African grasslands, an ancient contest is about to unfold. A breathtaking pursuit where the slightest mistake can mean the difference between life and death. In the wild, survival belongs to those who can run fastest, react quickest, and seize opportunity before it disappears. When confronted by a cheetah, every moment becomes a fight for survival. The cheetah possesses extraordinary instincts and a hunting strategy unlike any other predator on the African plains. Armed with sharp claws and powerful jaws, it swiftly brings the pursuit to an end, emerging victorious in one of nature's most dramatic contests. Through millions of years of evolution, the cheetah has become a masterpiece of predatory design. Every encounter with an antelope is more than a struggle for survival. It is a remarkable display of speed, skill, and instinct. These pursuits reveal the delicate balance that governs the natural world. The wildebeest, with its agility and endurance, represents the resilience of life on the savanna. The cheetah, graceful yet relentless, embodies the perfection of the hunting instinct. Predator and prey perform an ancient dance that has shaped the African ecosystem for countless generations. Yet despite their extraordinary abilities, life is far from easy for cheetahs. The African savanna is a complex and highly competitive environment, filled with challenges that extend far beyond the hunt itself. Success is never guaranteed, and even the fastest predator on Earth must constantly struggle to survive. Cheetahs face threats not only from elusive prey, but also from powerful rivals such as lions and leopards. These larger predators frequently steal kills and may even attack cheetah cubs, making every successful hunt a race against time. Many confrontations are fought, not simply for food, but for territory, safety, and the protection of future generations. With its unique hunting talents and unmistakable elegance, the cheetah stands among the most iconic animals of the African wilderness. It is more than a predator. It is a symbol of speed, freedom, and adaptation. Forged by the harsh realities of the savanna, the cheetah represents one of nature's most extraordinary evolutionary achievements. Every muscle, every movement, and every instinct has been refined to meet the demands of life in an unforgiving landscape. Each step a cheetah takes across the open plains forms part of a much larger story, the timeless story of survival. It is a story woven into the fabric of the African wilderness, where beauty and brutality exist side by side, and where every day presents a new challenge in the endless struggle between life and death. Beneath vast skies and across endless grasslands, nature reveals both its elegance and its ferocity, reminding us that survival is often the greatest achievement of all. Each year, one of the greatest wildlife spectacles on Earth unfolds across the vast plains of the Serengeti. Millions of wildebeest and zebras begin an epic migration, creating a scene so immense that it leaves all who witness it in awe of nature's beauty and grandeur. Driven by ancient instincts, these animals embark on a journey spanning hundreds of kilometers, crossing endless grasslands and perilous rivers in search of fresh grazing grounds and life-sustaining water. The migration of wildebeest and zebras is far more than a search for food and water. It is a powerful symbol of endurance, resilience, and the unyielding determination of life in one of the world's most challenging environments. With every step across the sweeping plains, these animals confront the forces of nature, while adding another chapter to an ancient story of survival. Their journey stands as a testament to the remarkable persistence of life on Earth. Conservation efforts throughout the Serengeti play a vital role in protecting this extraordinary phenomenon. By safeguarding migration routes and preserving natural habitats, these efforts help ensure the survival of countless species, while demonstrating how cooperation between people and nature can allow ecosystems to recover and flourish. Over millions of years of evolution, zebras and wildebeest have become far more than prey within the food chain. They are essential architects of the savanna ecosystem, helping to maintain the delicate balance upon which countless other species depend. The presence of these large grazing herds drives important ecological cycles across the grasslands. Their constant movement and feeding patterns shape the landscape, contributing to the health and productivity of the entire ecosystem. Possess remarkable adaptations that have helped them survive in the harsh African wilderness. Among their most distinctive features is their striking black and white striped coat. Beyond its visual beauty, this pattern serves as an effective defense mechanism. When zebras move together as a herd, their stripes create a confusing visual effect that makes it difficult for predators to isolate a single target. As the herd runs across the plains, the shifting patterns blend into a moving tapestry of black and white. For predators such as lions and leopards, identifying and pursuing one individual within the mass becomes a far more difficult task. Together, zebras and wildebeest graze across vast expanses of grassland, preventing excessive vegetation growth and reducing the accumulation of dry plant matter. This continuous grazing helps maintain the grasslands in a healthy and productive state, allowing diverse plant communities to thrive while preserving vital moisture within the soil. Their migration also forms a crucial link in the food web. As enormous herds move across the landscape, they provide an important source of sustenance for large predators, including lions, leopards, and hyenas. This abundance of prey helps maintain ecological balance by supporting predator populations and reducing hunting pressure on smaller, more vulnerable herbivore species. The benefits of migration extend even further. The dung left behind by zebras and wildebeest acts as a natural fertilizer, enriching the soil with essential nutrients. This process supports the growth of grasses, plants, insects, and countless microorganisms, helping to preserve the fertility and productivity of the Serengeti's vast plains. In this way, zebras and wildebeest are far more than participants in a dramatic migration. They are fundamental components of a complex ecological network, sustaining life across the savanna and helping ensure the long-term health of one of Earth's most remarkable ecosystems. Their journey is not simply a movement across the landscape. It is the heartbeat of the Serengeti itself, driving the rhythms of life that have shaped these plains for countless generations. Beneath the vast skies of Africa, an eerie chorus echoes across the Serengeti plains. It is the unmistakable call of the hyena. To many, these haunting sounds evoke images of death and fear. Yet within the intricate tapestry of the African wilderness, they carry a far deeper meaning. They are the sounds of survival, communication, and the delicate balance that sustains life on the savanna. For hyenas, their distinctive calls are more than simple vocalizations. They can signal excitement, reinforce social bonds, coordinate group movements, and even announce success after a hunt. Across the grasslands, stories and legends have long surrounded these remarkable animals. In many African traditions, hyenas are portrayed as resilient survivors, creatures capable of enduring hardships that would challenge even the most formidable predators. Through millions of years of evolution, hyenas have developed a unique set of hunting skills that have made them among the most intelligent and persistent predators in the natural world. Despite their reputation as scavengers, spotted hyenas are, in reality, highly effective hunters. Many of their meals are obtained through their own efforts, the result of cooperation, endurance, and sophisticated social organization. One of the hyena's most remarkable evolutionary advantages is its ability to hunt as a coordinated group. Living in clans that may range from a few dozen to well over 100 individuals, hyenas possess a level of social complexity rivaling that of many primates. This cooperative lifestyle allows them to challenge prey far larger than themselves, including wildebeest, African buffalo, and even zebras. During a hunt, clan members work together with impressive efficiency. They pursue their target relentlessly, surrounding and pressuring it until exhaustion begins to take its toll. Only then do they launch the final assault. Nature has equipped the hyena with another extraordinary advantage, one of the most powerful bites in the animal kingdom. Its massive jaws and specialized teeth are capable of crushing even large bones, allowing hyenas to consume parts of a carcass that most other predators leave behind. This remarkable adaptation ensures that little of a kill goes to waste and gives hyenas a significant advantage when competing for food. Their powerful jaws also enable them to challenge other predators at feeding sites, often allowing entire clans to dominate valuable food resources. Yet strength alone does not explain the hyena's success. Equally important is its exceptional endurance. Unlike the cheetah, which relies on explosive bursts of speed, hyenas are built for stamina. They can maintain a steady pace over long distances, relentlessly pursuing prey across the open plains. As the chase continues, exhaustion gradually overwhelms the fleeing animal. What begins as a contest of speed becomes a test of endurance, a test that often favors the hyena. On the African savanna, survival is not always determined by the fastest runner or the strongest fighter. Sometimes it belongs to those who can endure the longest. And few predators embody that principle more perfectly than the hyena. These are African wild dogs. With their uniquely patterned coats and piercing eyes, they embody unity and resilience on the untamed plains of Africa. Living across vast savannas, African wild dogs demonstrate extraordinary teamwork in every hunt. They do not hunt alone. Instead, they work together as a highly coordinated pack, achieving hunting success rates of up to 80%. Each member has a role to play. While the lead runners relentlessly pursue their target, others position themselves strategically to cut off escape routes and drive the prey into a trap. Their remarkable endurance and unwavering cooperation make them tireless warriors of the grasslands. With every stride, they wear down their prey until exhaustion finally tips the balance in their favor. Yet African wild dogs are known for more than their hunting prowess. Within the pack, they display an extraordinary level of compassion. After a successful hunt, adults often allow weaker members and pups to feed first, a rare behavior in the competitive world of the wild. Through sharing, cooperation, and mutual care, they create a tightly bonded society, where every individual has value and protection. During periods of rest, they communicate through a range of vocalizations and affectionate gestures, creating a harmonious rhythm of social connection across the African wilderness. Despite their remarkable adaptations, these beautiful predators face an uncertain future. Habitat loss caused by expanding human activity continues to shrink their range, while diseases transmitted from domestic dogs pose an additional threat to their survival. Every African wild dog represents more than a species. It symbolizes endurance, loyalty, and the power of cooperation. As they face the risk of disappearing from the wild, protecting them becomes essential, not only for their survival, but also for preserving the delicate balance of nature, where courage and compassion exist side by side. Across the vast African savannas, beneath the blazing sun and endless blue skies, majestic giraffes carry out a special role bestowed upon them by nature. They are not merely gentle herbivores, but vital contributors to the balance of the ecosystem, silent guardians of the wild. Looking up at a giraffe's towering neck, it is impossible not to marvel at nature's ingenuity. Standing an average of up to 5.5 meters tall, giraffes can reach leaves high in the treetops that few other animals can access. Their necks, which can exceed 2 meters in length, contain the same 7 cervical vertebrae found in most mammals. However, these vertebrae are greatly elongated, allowing giraffes to browse among the highest branches in the African wilderness. Adult giraffes can grow between 4.5 and 6 meters tall, making them the tallest land animals on Earth. Each time a giraffe stretches its neck to pluck fresh leaves from an acacia tree, it is doing more than simply feeding. Through its browsing behavior, it helps shape vegetation patterns and contributes to the health and diversity of the savanna ecosystem. Despite their immense size, giraffes are not immune to danger. Lions and crocodiles can prey upon them, particularly vulnerable calves. Yet their presence in the wild tells a story not only of survival but also of cooperation. When threatened, adult giraffes may gather around younger or weaker members of the group, forming a protective barrier and demonstrating a remarkable form of collective defense in the harsh realities of the African wilderness. The existence of giraffes is about more than life and death. They have become symbols of harmony between humanity and nature, attracting visitors from around the world and inspiring conservation efforts that help protect fragile ecosystems. Their graceful appearance and elegant movements make them an irreplaceable part of Africa's rich natural heritage. Giraffes are more than browsing animals. They are subtle custodians of their environment, helping maintain the delicate balance of life across the savanna. As the sun sinks below the horizon and golden light washes across the plains, the silhouette of a giraffe standing tall against the evening sky remains one of the most enduring symbols of life, beauty, and harmony in the wild. The dry season across the African savanna, stretching from November to April, is a time of relentless hardship that tests the endurance of every living creature. The scorching heat bakes the land, shrinking water sources and turning vast grasslands into seas of golden dust. Survival becomes a constant struggle as animals travel for miles beneath the blazing sun in search of food and water. Herds of wildlife are forced to undertake long and exhausting journeys. Every step is a challenge, and every drop of water becomes precious. Wildfires can erupt without warning, shattering the silence and sweeping across the landscape, destroying habitats and threatening countless lives. Yet, even in the most unforgiving conditions, nature's resilience endures. From graceful antelopes to towering giraffes, the animals of the savanna continue their struggle for survival with remarkable determination. Over countless generations, they have developed extraordinary adaptations and survival strategies, proving that life can endure even the harshest challenges. Together, they create a living portrait of perseverance amid the demanding realities of the African wilderness. Then, from May to October, the rainy season arrives like a miracle, awakening the savanna from its long drought. Dark clouds gather overhead, and each raindrop sparkles like a jewel as it sinks into the thirsty earth. Vegetation that withered during the dry season springs back to life, covering the plains in vibrant shades of green and transforming the landscape into a thriving world of abundance. In the peaceful light of dawn across the savanna, another giant emerges. African elephants, the largest land animals on Earth, stand as symbols of strength, intelligence, and endurance. Their immense size, extraordinary power, and remarkable adaptability have enabled them to overcome countless challenges throughout their history in the wild. Yet African elephants are far more than powerful animals. They possess deep social bonds and complex emotional lives. Living in close-knit family groups, they demonstrate care, loyalty, and cooperation in nearly every aspect of their existence. Elephant mothers fiercely protect and nurture their calves, guiding them through the challenges of life, while older females pass down valuable knowledge that helps the herd survive. The relationships within an elephant family form a powerful support network, where every individual plays a role. In times of danger or hardship, members of the herd rely on one another, reinforcing the bonds that have helped elephants thrive across Africa's landscapes for thousands of years. African elephants have evolved remarkable adaptations to meet the demands of their environment. Their trunks, among the most versatile tools in the animal kingdom, allow them to reach food high in the trees, gather vegetation, communicate with one another, and even locate hidden water sources during periods of drought. In a world shaped by both abundance and adversity, elephants remain enduring symbols of wisdom, resilience, and the strength of family, living reminders that cooperation and perseverance are among nature's greatest survival strategies. Every step an elephant takes is part of an endless journey of exploration and survival. Their massive bodies, powerful tusks, sturdy skeletons, and muscular frames make them formidable animals, capable of defending themselves against many of the dangers found in the wild. A single forceful strike from an elephant's powerful legs can be enough to deter even the most determined predator, forcing potential attackers to think twice before approaching. African elephants possess a remarkably sophisticated system of communication. They communicate not only through vocalizations, but also through body language and subtle behavioral signals. When danger is detected, elephants can send warnings throughout the herd, allowing family members to react quickly and protect one another. These behaviors reveal both the intelligence and emotional complexity that have helped elephants thrive for generations. Resonant calls can travel across great distances, alerting nearby herd members to threats and helping the group coordinate its response. These powerful sounds can intimidate potential predators and, in many cases, convince them to retreat before a confrontation even begins. When provoked, elephants are far from passive. They are capable of charging with astonishing speed and determination, transforming their immense size into a powerful defensive weapon. Faced with a charging elephant, most predators quickly abandon any intention of attacking. Such moments serve as dramatic reminders of the extraordinary strength possessed by these giants of the African wilderness. Despite their size, elephants are also surprisingly agile. They can move swiftly through dense vegetation and navigate difficult terrain when necessary. Elephant herds have memorized ancient travel routes that lead to reliable water sources and feeding grounds. These pathways help them avoid danger while ensuring access to the resources needed for survival. This combination of strength, intelligence, and adaptability makes elephants far more than simply the largest animals on land. They are resilient survivors capable of responding to challenges with remarkable skill and cooperation. Their success demonstrates that survival depends not only on physical power, but also on wisdom, experience, and strong social bonds. Perhaps one of nature's greatest gifts to elephants is their extraordinary memory. They can remember the locations of water sources, migration routes, and feeding areas for many years, sometimes even decades. This knowledge allows experienced matriarchs to guide their families through severe droughts and difficult seasons, ensuring that future generations can endure the harsh realities of life on the savanna. When confronted by large predators, elephant families often gather together in a defensive formation, surrounding calves and vulnerable members with a living shield of strength and protection. This collective defense reflects one of the most remarkable qualities of elephant society, an unwavering commitment to one another. African elephants do far more than merely survive. They live within a society built on cooperation, memory, and mutual support. Their unity enables them to overcome the challenges of a demanding environment, making them enduring symbols of resilience, wisdom, and perseverance. Even in the harshest conditions, they demonstrate a powerful lesson from nature, that strength is greatest when it is reinforced by intelligence, compassion, and the bonds of family. Along the great rivers and lush wetlands of the African savanna lives the hippopotamus. Far more than a large and seemingly gentle herbivore, the hippo is one of nature's silent guardians. With its massive body, thick skin, and enormous jaws, the hippopotamus is not only a formidable survivor, but also a vital architect of the ecosystem. Hippos provide countless benefits to the savanna through their daily activities, playing an essential role in maintaining ecological balance. Weighing up to 1,500 kilograms, hippos are far more than just another piece of the ecological puzzle. They help shape habitats that support countless other species. As they graze, they naturally trim grasses and vegetation, creating open spaces where a variety of plants can flourish. What may appear to be a simple feeding routine is, in reality, an important ecological service. Many riverbanks and floodplains could become overgrown with dense vegetation, limiting opportunities for other plant species to thrive. Under the golden light of dawn, herds of hippos grazing peacefully across green pastures stand as a powerful symbol of harmony within the natural world. Yet hippos are not confined to the land. They are also masters of the water. When submerged, they are not merely cooling their thick 6-centimeter skin. Their presence contributes nutrients to aquatic ecosystems, supporting algae and aquatic plants that form the foundation of complex food webs. These resources in turn sustain fish and countless smaller aquatic creatures. As hippos move through rivers and wetlands, they do more than cool themselves. Their daily activities help shape and maintain aquatic habitats. Through their constant movement between land and water, they contribute to the dynamic balance that allows many species to flourish. Thanks to the presence of hippos, freshwater ecosystems remain productive and diverse, supporting an extraordinary array of life. For this reason, hippos are often regarded as unsung environmental heroes of the African wilderness. With powerful muscles and a weight that can exceed 1,500 kilograms, hippos possess a natural armor that few predators dare challenge. Even formidable predators such as lions must approach them with caution. Their sheer size and strength create a powerful deterrent, forming a natural barrier that protects both themselves and their young. When danger approaches, hippos can quickly retreat into the water, where they are remarkably agile despite their size. Rivers and lakes provide both refuge and relief from the relentless heat of the African dry season. In the harsh landscapes of Africa, the hippopotamus stands as a symbol of resilience, strength, and ecological importance. Every step it takes, whether across grassy plains or through winding waterways, helps sustain the delicate balance of life that defines the African wilderness. When threatened, a hippopotamus does not simply flee. With an enormous mouth and tusk-like teeth as sharp as blades, a single bite can be enough to make even lions and crocodiles think twice. When attacked, hippos are capable of launching astonishingly powerful counterattacks, and their crushing jaws can force almost any adversary to retreat. Hippos are well known for their aggressive nature and strong territorial instincts. Armed with massive bodies and formidable teeth, they can become extremely dangerous whenever they feel threatened. They are especially sensitive to intrusions near their territories, particularly around vital water sources. When confronted by an intruder, a hippo will often display its strength through thunderous bellows and intimidating behaviors, gaping its mouth wide, charging toward its opponent, or striking with its powerful tusks. This fierce territorial instinct has made the hippopotamus one of the most feared animals of the African plains. Yet not every visitor is considered a threat. These playful little birds are oxpeckers, frequent companions of the hippopotamus. They land on the hippo's back and feed on ticks and other parasites that cling to its skin. The sight of small birds perched atop a massive hippo has become a familiar scene on the African savanna, symbolizing a mutually beneficial partnership. The hippo receives a natural cleaning service, while the oxpeckers enjoy an easy meal. It is a remarkable example of nature's interconnectedness, where the survival of one species often supports the well-being of another. Even more fascinating is the intelligence of the hippopotamus. Hippos possess impressive memories and can recognize important feeding grounds, safe water sources, and familiar routes within their environment. When danger approaches, they can detect sounds and warning signals from considerable distances, helping them protect both themselves and other members of their group. When predators appear, hippos do not always scatter in panic. They are capable of organizing their movements and shielding more vulnerable individuals. Such behavior demonstrates not only intelligence, but also a degree of cooperation rarely appreciated by many observers. For these reasons, hippos are far more than simple grazing animals. They are guardians of the waterways they inhabit, helping maintain the balance of the ecosystems around them, while contributing to the rich tapestry of life across the African wilderness. So the next time you see a hippopotamus, remember that it is more than a seemingly comical giant. It is a vital force within the ecosystem, a creature whose story speaks of strength, resilience, cooperation, and survival in one of the world's most extraordinary landscapes. Beneath the calm waters of the wetlands in the Mara River, which separates the Serengeti from the Masai Mara, lives one of Africa's most remarkable predators, the crocodile. More than a cunning hunter, it is also a silent guardian that helps maintain balance throughout the freshwater ecosystems it inhabits. Armored with thick, battle-hardened skin, crocodiles are not only rulers of rivers and swamps, but also vital contributors to the survival of countless species around them. African crocodiles possess a truly formidable appearance. Reaching lengths of up to 5 meters and weighing more than 700 kilograms, they are equipped with razor-sharp teeth and immensely powerful jaws. Hidden beneath the water's surface, they are masters of ambush. Sometimes only their eyes break the surface, silently watching and waiting. Even that subtle glimpse can send a shiver through nearby prey. Their success is built upon patience and precision. During a hunt, crocodiles rely on camouflage and absolute stillness, remaining submerged until the perfect opportunity arises. Then, with astonishing speed, they explode from the water. Despite their heavy bodies, crocodiles are surprisingly agile swimmers, capable of overwhelming large prey such as antelope, zebras, and even young hippos with a single devastating strike. Yet behind this fearsome power lies a lesser-known truth. Crocodiles are not merely predators. They are also essential regulators of the ecosystem. By controlling populations of fish and animals that gather near riverbanks, they help prevent any single species from becoming overly abundant. This natural balance stabilizes food webs and allows diverse wildlife communities to thrive. Every species has a role to play in the African wilderness. High above the savanna, broad wings circle endlessly against the sky. Keen eyes scan the landscape below, searching for signs of death. These are the vultures, the cleanup crew of nature. With exceptional eyesight and the ability to soar for hours on rising air currents, vultures can locate carcasses across vast distances. Once food is discovered, they descend rapidly, and their arrival often attracts other vultures from miles around. Their scavenging lifestyle serves a purpose far greater than their own survival. By consuming dead animals before decomposition spreads harmful pathogens, vultures play a crucial role in preventing disease outbreaks among wildlife and even human populations. The digestive systems of vultures have evolved to withstand dangerous bacteria and toxins found in decaying flesh. This extraordinary adaptation allows them to consume carrion that would be deadly to most animals. In doing so, they function as major sanitation workers, removing potential sources of infection from the environment. African vultures are also highly competitive feeders. Their social behavior helps them locate and defend food resources efficiently. When feeding, they typically begin with the softer tissues of a carcass, such as the internal organs, quickly extracting valuable nutrients. Though often overlooked or misunderstood, both crocodiles and vultures are indispensable to the health of Africa's ecosystems. One maintains balance from the rivers below, while the other safeguards the land from the skies above. Together, they help sustain the intricate web of life that defines the wild heart of Africa. In a remote corner of our planet, Africa unfolds as a living masterpiece, a land where endless grasslands stretch to the horizon. Mighty rivers carve their way through ancient landscapes, and life is written each day through resilience, adaptation, and survival. As dawn paints the savanna in golden light, vast herds of wildebeest continue their epic migrations. Across the open plains, lions patrol their territories, asserting their place at the top of the food chain. Beneath the calm surface of winding rivers, crocodiles lie in patient ambush, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Nearby, massive hippos quietly maintain the balance of the waterways they call home. Every creature here has a role to play, from predator to prey, from giants that dominate the plains to the smallest creatures hidden among the grasses. Together they form an intricate web of life, where the survival of one species is often linked to the fate of another. It is a system shaped over millions of years, a world where strength is tested daily, where perseverance is rewarded, and where nature continually demonstrates the extraordinary power of adaptation. Through scorching droughts, violent storms, and relentless struggles for survival, life endures. It moves forward, it evolves, and it persists. As the African sun sinks beyond the horizon, the sounds of the wild rise once more into the gathering darkness. New journeys will begin. New hunts will unfold. New generations will take their first steps into the world, and the timeless cycle of nature will continue, as it has since the dawn of life itself. This is Africa, a land of life, a land of legends, and one of the greatest testaments on earth to the enduring power of the natural world. If you enjoyed this journey into the wild, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more incredible adventures from the natural world. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. As the sun continues to scorch what remains, a new force begins to claim the last waterholes. Nomadic giants who neither run nor conceal themselves. With overwhelming size and unmatched strength, they move toward the heart of the kingdom in search of the final drops of water. The pounding of hooves rolls like thunder. Heavy breaths rumble, and thick mud splashes into the air. As millions of antelope undertake their perilous migration, the plains are not entirely empty. These giants choose to remain. African buffalo are true permanent residents, holding exacting standards of survival and a defense strategy that is nothing short of ruthless. These thirst-driven giants must drink at least once each day. While wildebeest can endure thirst to cross sun-scorched plains, African buffalo prefer to anchor themselves near permanent water rather than venture into unfamiliar ground. Their digestive system works like armored machinery, grinding down coarse, aging grass and compelling the savanna to sustain them with whatever remains. Hunting an antelope is routine. Hunting an African buffalo is a life-altering gamble. Professional hunters have long called them the Black Death. African buffalo do not flee alone. They counterattack as a herd. A direct charge can leave a lion severely injured in an instant. Young lions who have yet to learn their first hard lesson often carry permanent scars or lose their lives. Even spotted hyenas usually keep a respectful distance unless the target is gravely weakened or a stray calf. A healthy adult buffalo stands beyond the reach of any hyena clan. While predators focus on these massive prey, their every move is observed by 6-meter-tall watchtowers. The giraffe's most formidable weapon is not its long neck, but its legs. A forward or backward kick, powered by the full force of its body weight, can crush the skull of an adult lion. Any element of surprise vanishes under the prey's commanding field of vision. Lions struggle to reach a giraffe's throat, forcing them to leap onto its back or cling to its legs. Yet this is the most precarious position, where they fall squarely within range of a devastating kick. Seasoned predators understand that targeting a giraffe is often a move born of desperation. When the dry season fully settles in, water becomes the most precious currency, and existence is measured drop by drop. These resident giants now face their sternest trial: how to sustain such immense bodies as life-giving resources diminish day by day. Survival will hinge on endurance and resilience. The Serengeti is about to enter its darkest chapter, where the dry season separates the enduring from those who fade into the red dust. For giants like African buffalo, the dry season becomes a race against depletion. As smaller waterholes vanish, They are forced into grueling journeys. The distance between grazing grounds and permanent water can stretch up to 20 kilometers. Every step is an energy debt. Fatigue turns these armored tanks into slower, more vulnerable targets. Meanwhile, giraffes and impalas adopt a more refined strategy, browsing on woody plants instead of grass. By now, grass is little more than empty cellulose, while acacia leaves still hold traces of life. Yet the price is far from small. Acacia trees defend themselves with 5-centimeter thorns and high concentrations of tannins. These residents have evolved digestive systems capable of tolerating both toxins and coarse fiber. Here, under canopies of acacia and skies filled with wings, the rhythm of the wild pulses on, quietly, constantly, and without end. Scattered across this rich landscape are ancient granite outcrops known as kokchis, rocky formations sculpted by time and weather over millions of years. They rise like stone islands from the sea of golden grass, standing silent and immovable in a land forever in motion. At the heart of the Nadutu Plains lies Lake Nadutu, a shallow, alkaline lake with a pH that can reach an astonishing 10.5. Its waters, though inhospitable to most aquatic life, teem with microscopic organisms. Rich in sodium carbonate, the lake is an oasis for spirulina, microalgae that fuel the arrival of one of Africa's most elegant visitors, the flamingo. During the rainy season, flocks of lesser flamingos descend upon the lake in brilliant pink waves. In January 2025, nearly 200 of them were recorded here, dancing in the shallows. Though the smallest flamingo species on Earth, the lesser flamingo is also the most abundant, with a population exceeding 2.2 million across East Africa. Their delicate grace masks a remarkable resilience. These birds thrive in extreme conditions, where alkaline waters scorch, mud hardens like clay, and the sun blazes with unforgiving intensity. Their survival depends on incredible adaptations. Thick leg skin, salt-excreting glands, and protective scales allow them to endure what few others can. Unlike seed eaters or insect hunters, flamingos are living filters, feeding almost exclusively on cyanobacteria and carotenoid-rich diatoms, the very pigments responsible for their vivid hues. Inside each curved bill lies an intricate filtering system, over 10,000 lamellae, allowing them to sift lake water up to 20 times per second. A marvel of natural engineering, finely tuned by evolution for one purpose: to thrive where life should not be possible. And while flamingos grace the lake's surface, another miracle unfolds nearby. From late January to mid-March each year, the volcanic grasslands of Tanzania's Serengeti, especially the Nadutu Plains, become one of the largest natural birthing grounds on Earth. This is calving season, when over 500,000 wildebeest are born in a matter of weeks. Amid the vast herd, one expected mother prepares to bring new life into a world ruled by predators and instinct. Her calf's journey, like the millions before it, will begin with trembling steps and an unspoken urgency to run. In this land of contrasts, where alkaline lakes nurture flamingos and volcanic soils cradle newborn wildebeest, survival is never a guarantee. Yet each life born here adds to the symphony of resilience that defines the wild heart of Africa. According to the Tanzania National Parks Authority, over 500,000 wildebeest calves are born around Lake Mdutu in just the first few weeks of February. The sheer scale of this event is staggering, so immense that it halts predators in their tracks and forces the entire ecosystem to recalibrate. For the female wildebeest, reproduction is far from accidental. What appears to be a random surge of births is, in truth, the result of the sophisticated interplay between hormonal rhythms and environmental cues. After the first rains, the plains surrounding Lake Mdutu erupt in lush, protein-rich grasses. Longer daylight hours and thick grass cover act as triggers, setting in motion the reproductive machinery of the herd. By October of the previous year, a surge of hormones prompts conception, timed not merely for survival, but as part of an evolutionary blueprint, refined over generations. This mass birthing event is no accident of nature. It is an evolutionary strategy known as synchronized birthing, a defense mechanism shaped to overwhelm the senses and stomachs of predators. Lions, cheetahs, and hyenas are outnumbered, unable to focus their attention on individual prey. This phenomenon, called predator satiation, greatly increases the odds of survival for each newborn. In the unforgiving plains of the Serengeti, where the line between life and death is razor thin, the collective birth of a generation is nature's quiet masterstroke. Each newborn is welcomed into the protective ring of the herd, a living shield formed by countless mothers and calves. While blue wildebeest don't raise their young communally in the traditional sense, their sheer numbers create a formidable barrier, one that even seasoned predators hesitate to breach. Beyond protection, synchronized birth fosters harmony within the herd. Calves born simultaneously face similar conditions and have equal chances of accessing their mother's milk. With no age or size disparity, there is less risk of aggression from unrelated adults. It's a moment of rare biological fairness, where nature, in all its harshness, offers a fleeting balance of opportunity and survival. Amid a sea of hundreds of thousands, one blue wildebeest mother has just completed her very first birth. In that instant, instinct takes over. She knows there's no time for tenderness. Her newborn must immediately face the realities of life on the plains, stand, run, and survive under the ever-watchful eyes of predators. The calf enters the world cloaked in a soft, pale tan coat, as if nature had brushed it with its first layer of camouflage. This subtle coloring helps it vanish into the golden grass, shielding it from the gaze of lions, cheetahs, and hyenas that prowl the savanna. By night, that same coat becomes an invisible blanket, trapping warmth against the chill of the open plains. Over the coming weeks, that delicate fur will darken into the signature bluish-gray hue of its kind. A short mane and dark beard will emerge, marking the calf's quiet transformation into a true member of the herd. Then, something remarkable happens. Just minutes after birth, the calf begins to rise. Its legs tremble, but it does not fall. Within 15 minutes, it must master walking, begin nursing, and learn to keep pace. In the wild, hesitation is costly. If it lags behind, it will be left behind. It's in these fragile moments that imprinting begins. The calf memorizes its mother's scent, shape, and voice. A biological bond takes hold, like a sacred thread spun between two living souls, ensuring the young one never strays far. The Kopje rock formations serve as perfect observation posts. From these heights, every movement of the prey falls within the sight of the top predators. To the west flow great rivers such as the Mara and the Grumeti. Their waters are always ready to carry away anyone who lets their guard down. When the eternal cycle, known as the Great Migration, begins, animals race along the path of destiny set before them. The rains of the Serengeti act as a calm and distant conductor, guiding the rhythm of millions of living souls and calling the shots. When June arrives, the rains drift away. The Serengeti puts on its golden coat beneath the scorching sun. The dry season begins. The rivers shrink into fading pools of mud, and the kingdom slips into a quiet state of lockdown. Thirst imposes a mass gathering upon every resident, drawing them all to the same table. Predators and prey gather around the few remaining water sources. The silence feels heavier than peace itself. For lion prides and solitary leopards, this is the most prosperous season. The dry grass lies low, leaving the prey with nowhere to hide their unease. The rulers need only patience, and time is on their side. By November, the sky begins to change its tone. Short rains fall like a quiet pardon over the entire kingdom. The savanna comes back to life, transforming into a lush green carpet. Water is everywhere, breaking the grip once held by the unforgiving watering holes. The herds begin to spread out, taking full advantage of the rich young grass as they prepare for the greatest event of all, a fresh start on the horizon. The peak of the rainy season arrives in February. At the same time, thousands of bird species migrating from the north pour in. Nature hums with energy, like an empire rising stronger than ever before. Here, the Big Five gather in full presence. Around 3,000 lions, about 1,000 leopards, nearly 8,000 African elephants, between 120 and 160 rhinos, and roughly 60,000 Cape buffalo. In addition, the spotted hyena possesses a collective intelligence that makes every warrior think twice. Then there are the African wild dogs, pack hunters with one of the highest hunting success rates, even as they stand on the very edge of disappearing from the wild. When the performance concludes, the vultures arrive, ensuring that not even the smallest trace goes to waste. Look at the difference among the great cats. Leopards and cheetahs walk alone, staking everything on their individual skill. Lions are different. They build empires, a tightly organized family dynasty. Here, the division of labor reaches a remarkable level of refinement. The females are master hunters, using precise encircling strategies. The males stand as boundary guardians, possessing the muscular strength to defend their realm from intruders. This unity is a living reflection of a harsh yet deeply disciplined way of survival. The lion is the aesthetic embodiment of the savanna. Its golden, sand-colored coat blends seamlessly into the sun-scorched grass of the dry season. Protecting a lion means protecting thousands of square kilometers of grassland, water sources, and every living being within its reach. When the king remains strong, the entire kingdom stands strong with it. The truth about lion dynasties in the Serengeti does not rest in the majesty of a single king, but in the enduring bloodlines of the females within the pride structure. The females are the permanent residents, the true keepers of the land. They are grandmothers, mothers, and sisters, bound together by a genetic bond that lasts a lifetime. Mothers often synchronize their birthing cycles to share the responsibility of raising the next generation. A lion cub can nurse freely from any ant within the pride. This matriarchal stability is the foundation upon which the greatest empires are built. While the females build stability, the world of the males becomes a relentless trial of exile and power. When they reach 2 years of age, these young males are driven away from the pride to prevent inbreeding. To endure, they must set aside their individual ego and form coalitions. These alliances can be formed by brothers, like the famous pair Bob Jr. and Trygve, or by political partners with no shared lineage, such as the Wawaji Coalition, a group whose name evokes the formidable power of elite hunters. These 6 males, once set a record of dominance, ruling over a vast territory alongside 62 different pride members. In the most fertile regions, such as the Namiri Plains, the abundance of prey has allowed the rise of superprides. Instead of the typical size of around 15 individuals, these supergroups can expand to more than 40 members. A true army can only be sustained when the food supply is enough to feed 40 endlessly demanding stomachs. The scarcity of shade across the open grasslands has shaped lions into masters of coordinated ambush strategy. They take on defined roles, from those that drive the prey forward to those waiting in concealment for the decisive moment. A solitary lion may be overpowered by the sheer strength of an African buffalo or a giraffe, but an organized collective rarely yields. This pride-based way of life is not merely social instinct. It is an ecological algorithm that keeps the ecosystem in balance. The power of the lion also lies in its haunting presence, a landscape of fear. This quiet tension compels prey to reshape their entire behavior in order to survive. The lion holds the highest authority over the balance of life. They function as a biological filter, steadily removing the old, the weakened, the injured, and those carrying illness. For stubborn resident species such as the buffalo, the presence of a lion pride is the only force that prevents their population from expanding beyond control. In the Serengeti, lions are also one of the main reasons the survival rate of cheetah cubs falls below 5%. They are likewise a major factor behind the rarity of African wild dogs, often driving away rival predators to secure full access to prey resources. The formation of lion prides and the massive herds of herbivores is not a coincidence. It is this enduring relationship between predator groups and prey herds that sustains the delicate balance of the Serengeti. Lions do not stake their lives on the uncertain gamble of solitary hunting like the leopard or the cheetah. They are professional managers of risk, stacking the odds in their favor. A hunt begins with the creation of a tactical chessboard, where every piece holds a distinct role. The lionesses execute the encircling strategy with the precision of a special operations unit. Some individuals take on the role of drivers moving in plain sight. At the other end of the trap, the true ambushers lie still beneath the scorched grass. These silent phantoms must move as one and strike at the exact right moment. Timing is everything. When the target is a giant weighing nearly 900 kilograms, or one standing up to 6 meters tall, this is when the male lions leave their guarding positions and step onto the front line. Male lions often take on the role of direct engagement, accepting the greatest risk to create an opening for the females to deliver the decisive strikes from behind. The Serengeti savanna, stretching across vast plains of East Africa, is a breathtaking stage where the primal rhythm of life plays out daily. This rhythm, dictated by the relentless dance of hunter and prey, defines the very essence of the ecosystem. Every sunrise signals the beginning of a new act in this timeless drama, a battle for survival that shapes the lives of all who inhabit this land. The prey, which includes vast herds of wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles, are the lifeblood of the savanna. These herbivores sustain themselves on the abundant grasses, moving in massive migrations that are among the greatest spectacles on Earth. Their movements are not random, but dictated by an innate understanding of the land's rhythm, seeking water during dry seasons and following the rains to lush pastures. Yet, their journey is fraught with peril, for predators shadow their every move. Lions, often referred to as the kings of the Serengeti, are the apex predators of this ecosystem. They hunt in groups, relying on teamwork and strategy to bring down their prey. Stalking silently through the grass, they wait for the perfect moment to strike, targeting the weakest or most vulnerable members of the herd. Meanwhile, solitary hunters like cheetahs rely on speed and precision, launching explosive sprints to chase down unsuspecting gazelles. Hyenas and wild dogs add to the tension, employing their own tactics to outwit both prey and rival predators. For every successful hunt, there are countless failed attempts. The prey species are not mere victims. They have evolved intricate strategies to survive. Zebras form tightly knit groups, relying on their collective vigilance to spot danger. Gazelles zigzag at high speeds to evade pursuit, while wildebeest use their sheer numbers to overwhelm predators. These defenses create a delicate balance, ensuring that no single species dominates the savanna. The rhythm of life on the Serengeti is not limited to the hunt. The aftermath of a kill provides sustenance for scavengers like vultures and jackals, who clean the remains and play a critical role in maintaining the ecosystem's health. The cycle of life and death feeds the soil, nurturing the grasses that fuel the herbivores and, in turn, the predators. The interplay between hunter and prey shapes every aspect of the Serengeti. It drives the migration patterns, influences population dynamics, and fosters adaptations that ensure the resilience of its inhabitants. This unending cycle, brutal yet beautiful, is a testament to the interconnectedness of life. On the Serengeti savanna, the rhythm of life is as constant as the wind that ripples through the grasses. It is a dance of survival, where each moment is both a struggle and a celebration of nature's incredible ingenuity. Here, life thrives in its rawest form, reminding us of the fragile yet enduring balance that sustains the wild. Below the surface of the savanna's bustle, warthogs choose concealment. They reduce nearly all daytime activity, spending long hours in deep burrows, where humidity and temperature remain stable. For lions, the dry season is when royal authority is tested by hunger. With 80% of prey having migrated, prides must become meticulous energy accountants. Lions are now the most patient figures on the plain. They can sleep up to 22 hours each day. This is a strategy of calorie conservation. Any attempt to bring down an African buffalo or giraffe at this time becomes a wager where the rewards and losses stand at opposite extremes. Rather than pursuing prey across open land, lions establish ambush points at scarce water sources. They understand that sooner or later, thirst will guide prey directly into their reach. The watering hole becomes the central stage of all drama, where survival and finality stand face to face. At times, a fragile truce emerges from shared exhaustion. Lions and prey may stand only a few meters apart, both too overheated and drained to initiate conflict. Power is a debt often paid in blood, yet for a mother, it begins in absolute silence. After 110 days of pregnancy, instinct guides her into solitude. She seeks a natural fortress among the rocky kopis to safeguard the lives not yet born. Meanwhile, out on the open plain, her sisters operate the true machinery of survival. These lionesses are the architects of the pride's endurance. With streamlined bodies and the absence of heavy manes, they are precision hunters. They do not simply hunt. They execute geometry in motion. Survival in the Serengeti leaves no room for selfishness. When mothers give birth around the same time, they form cooperative alliances. A shared nursery ensures that even when one mother goes out to hunt, her cubs are guarded and nourished by the milk of aunts and sisters. This tolerance is the key to preserving the bloodline. For the greatest threat does not come from the jaws of spotted hyenas or the claws of leopards, but from nomadic male lions. These intruders crave dominance and may eliminate an entire previous generation to establish a dynasty of their own. In those darkest moments, gentle mothers transform into relentless defenders, standing firm with their final reserves of strength to shield their young. The first small steps onto the red soil of the Serengeti mark the beginning of a formidable journey. These cubs do not yet realize they stand atop the summit of a food chain. Layered with hidden trials, the Serengeti does not welcome the weak with a red carpet. It greets them with a final verdict, hanging in the air. For this future king, every step out of the rocky den is one step closer to the grassland's unforgiving crucible. "80% of lion cubs will fall before they reach their first birthday. Nature has no concept of fairness. This is a ruthless cleansing where life is counted hour by hour, and a mother's vigilance is the only shield." While the pride's warriors are occupied with hunting expeditions, the home front becomes a fatal weak point. Old enemies always know how to wait. Spotted hyenas are specialists at wiping out rivals before they ever have a chance, eliminating future competition before it can rise. On top of that, lone hunters like leopards or packs of African wild dogs are always ready to launch a lightning raid if they spot a cub left alone. Even from above, large birds of prey, or pythons hidden in the grass, see a lion cub as an easily seized source of protein. In this kingdom, size is everything, and when you are small, the whole world is your enemy. But the most brutal threat carries their own blood. When a new coalition of male lions overthrows the old rulers, a primal takeover begins. The new leaders establish their dominance by erasing every trace of the previous reign. In doing so, they not only eliminate a rival bloodline, but also force the lionesses back into their breeding cycle within days. This is a race of dominant genes. The mothers will not accept it quietly. They fight back with relentless determination, sometimes choosing exile, carrying their cubs into hiding across hostile ground to protect the last flicker of their lineage. Even those once hunted have their own form of retribution. African buffalo possess long memories and a simmering grudge. They will actively seek out and trample future kings the moment an opportunity appears. Within a lion pride, priority always belongs to the strong. If these cubs can survive this fragile stage, their lives will turn a new page. No longer in constant need of protection, they will begin their real-world lessons in survival. A new journey awaits, where playful games will soon transform into life-and-death chases. Young kings are about to enter a harsh school of scars and cunning, where they will learn what it truly takes to command this kingdom. The king's game is a sweet deception. Those missed pounces, those clumsy wrestling matches on the red earth are not simply children's entertainment. This is a rehearsal for future bloodshed. At this early stage, every move the lioness makes becomes a lesson in the field. When they reach the 3-month mark, these youngsters begin learning to follow the pride to carcasses, recognize the structure of a meal, and understand their place in the hierarchy. The flexibility of their claws and the strength of their muscles are tested with every swat at their mother's tail. A hunter's instinct is being awakened slowly, but with razor-sharp precision. Every real combat lesson comes with a price. The lioness does not only provide food, she provides room to fail. Finishing a target is a skill that demands absolute precision at the windpipe. The young hunters are often too eager, spoiling the hunt with unnecessary noise or revealing themselves too soon. A clean kick from the prey or a scolding roar from the lioness becomes the kind of scar that teaches patience. A king's tolerance has its limits. When testosterone rises in young males, they are no longer heirs, but potential challengers. Exile becomes inevitable, even while their first manes are still incomplete. This is the moment when fate takes a hard turn. The Serengeti is breathing again. The first rains of the season, pounding into the red dust, do not just bring water. They bring release. The scent of wet earth becomes the signal for a breathtaking rebirth. The entire kingdom sheds its worn coat and slips into the green of life. Grass covers 80% of the Serengeti. It is the vast energy engine that powers the entire ecosystem. In the north, tall grasses sustain African buffalo and zebras, while in the south, short grass plains offer exceptional nutritional value. A layer of volcanic ash from the Ngorongoro region, deposited millions of years ago, has created a natural underground reservoir of nutrients. The grass here accumulates high levels of calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, essential elements for building strong skeletons in young blue wildebeest. These grasses also possess a remarkable biological advantage. Their meristem tissues lie close to the ground, allowing them to regenerate rapidly. The more they are grazed, the faster they grow. A perfectly tuned evolutionary mechanism to withstand the pressure of countless hungry mouths. The acacia tree stands as a symbol of the Serengeti. Its umbrella-shaped canopy is an efficient strategy for conserving moisture within its root system. Yet behind that calm appearance lies a fierce chemical defense. The acacia protects itself with a two-layer system. Lawn thorns deter most animals, except the giraffe. To counter this towering browser, the acacia deploys a hidden weapon. When its leaves are eaten, it releases high concentrations of tannins, turning a once nutritious meal into something bitter, harsh, and even harmful. It can even release ethylene gas into the air, signaling nearby trees to activate their defenses as well. The Serengeti savanna in East Africa is the stage for one of nature's most awe-inspiring spectacles, the Great Migration. This epic journey sees millions of herbivores, including wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles, traversing vast distances in search of food and water. While the sight of these animals moving in synchronized herds is breathtaking, their migration is fraught with danger. Every step of the journey presents a challenge, testing their resilience and instincts in the unforgiving wilderness. The migration is triggered by the changing seasons, as the rains dictate the availability of water and fresh grass. When the dry season begins, the herbivores embark on their journey from the southern Serengeti to the Masai Mara in Kenya, following an ancient path that their ancestors have traveled for generations. This migration is crucial for their survival, as it ensures they find the resources needed to sustain their massive populations. However, the journey is perilous. One of the greatest threats comes from predators that lie in wait along their path. Lions, leopards, cheetahs, and hyenas take advantage of the herd's movement, targeting the weak, young, or injured. For the herbivores, constant vigilance is required as they navigate predator territory. Despite their numbers providing some measure of safety, individuals often fall victim to ambushes, especially at night when visibility is low. Water crossings are another formidable challenge. Rivers like the Grumeti and Mara become deadly gauntlets for the migrating herds. As the animals wade into the water, they face swift currents that can sweep away the unwary. Crocodiles lurking beneath the surface add another layer of danger, striking with lightning speed to drag their prey into the depths. The crossings, though necessary, often result in chaos, with many herbivores trampled or drowned in the frenzy. Even with these dangers, the Great Migration is a testament to the resilience of herbivores on the Serengeti. Their movements replenish the soil and stimulate vegetation growth, ensuring the savanna remains vibrant. This cycle of life and death is essential, not only for the herbivores themselves, but also for the predators and scavengers that depend on them.